Is net metering going away? Welcome to the Solar Energy Channel, where you'll get an honest inside look at all things solar. I'm Warren.
And I'm Larry.
So Larry, let's jump right into it. You know, it wouldn't be surprising if net metering eventually went away. We've already seen a transition away from net metering in several states. Why don't you talk about that for a minute?
Yes, the big one in the news right now is California with their NEM 3 plan. And the reason why it's such big news is because California is a big part of the solar industry in the U.S. To explain it basically, rather than power that you push out to the utility getting valued as the same as power that you use from the utility, power that you push back out gets valued much lower.
Right.
So it disincentivizes solar in that aspect because you don't get the benefit of power that you push out in the same way that you do when you use it. New York's another example. There they have what they call value stack. That's the value you get for power you push back out to the utility. That's there for commercial projects. Now, ironically, because of the low commercial rates in upstate New York, there was plenty of cases where the value of solar that you push back out to the utility was valued at more than the cost of power that you push back in. So that was a benefit to some of our commercial clients in upstate New York. There's also Ohio. They have monthly net metering where they do it on a monthly basis, or what they call net billing, which is similar to California's NEM 3. So there's a variety of states making some updates.
What would happen to the industry if net metering went away completely?
Well, it'd be really challenging, especially if it happens overnight.
Yeah.
Now, oftentimes, like California, for example, there's some planning ahead of time, so you know that it's coming, you can prepare for it. But I believe the main thing that would happen is there would be a lot more storage installed. So in California, because of the big difference between the cost of power that you pull in versus what you push out, it incentivizes customers to install storage, store the power that they can't use immediately to use later on. So that's a main thing that would happen to the solar industry if net metering were to go away. Another thing I'll mention is that in most cases, if you're in for net metering, you're going to be grandfathered in long term, you know, even if there's a change. In most cases, not every case, but in most cases. And we would encourage customers, you know, if you're concerned about net metering going away, get in today, because when there's word about net metering going away, there's going to be a rush.
Sure. Hey Larry, so let's talk about the different types of utilities. There are different types of utilities out there that abide by different rules, and how is that impacted by net metering?
So the big utilities, the investor-owned utilities, like in Pennsylvania, it'd be like PPL, Penelec, West Penn Power, First Energy Utilities. They're under the PUC. So in order to make a change, it's going to have to go through the PUC, which is going to take some time. Now, a co-op or a borough utility, some of those utilities can make decisions a little bit more on a whim, you might say, and can make faster changes.
Sure. So in summary, we do anticipate that eventually net metering will go away. We've already seen it in several states, and we're going to continue to see states moving in that direction. But if you're considering solar and you want to get in with net metering, you should probably move forward sooner rather than later, because there will be a mad rush, number one. Number two, there's the high probability that you'll also get grandfathered into the current net metering laws. And just keep in mind that net metering differs by not only by state, but also by jurisdiction and by utility, so it may be different where you're located.